What's up, awesome YouTubers? Ryan1988 or Justin back here to do a video for you all, and welcome back to a brand new movie update. And I know I've been doing mostly Final Destination, or actually all my recent videos have been Final Destination reviews. I have two more to go, the fifth movie and of course the brand new one, so I'll be finishing those off. But I thought I would do something outside of those reviews and show off some of my latest pickups. So this is everything from the last couple months, 4Ks and Blu-rays, mostly 4Ks, but there's some Blu-rays here. Some are Blu-ray 4K combos, Screen Factories, Synapse, Steelbooks, whole bunch of stuff. There's a little over 10 items here, so again, this is everything within the last couple months. So hope you enjoyed this video. A couple other things to talk about real quick before I get started with the movies. In May, I believe May 7th at 9:30, I'll give you more information about it, but I have a brand new podcast that I'm going to be a part of with my buddy TJ, Double Edge Cinema. So I will leave a link down below. We have a YouTube channel that we're going to start there. And we're going to do live streams, and we're going to talk about sometimes double feature movie reviews, where we both pick a movie and we talk about it. One of them being, in the future we'll do like Star Wars or something like that. So, stay tuned for that. We'll also be doing, ranking videos on there, whole bunch of different movie topics. So. And it's going to be all genres, and I'm so excited to start that with my buddy TJ. So again, I will leave a link down below so you all can go subscribe. And May 7th at 9:30, that is a Wednesday, at 9:30 Eastern time, will be our first live stream. So our first episode. Really excited about that. And then of course I want to give a shout out to my buddy Nick from the Lost River Drive-In. We've been back doing our Haddonfield High alumni streams, and it's awesome. I'm so excited that that is back up and running. So a lot of great things coming up, guys. Everybody, I'm excited to see the future of YouTube and what it has in store for me as far as this channel, because I know I've said that this year would be my last year, but you just never know what the future will hold. And we'll see how these podcasts do. I'm excited to get started with this brand new one. I'm excited to keep working with Nick, and I love making content for you guys, so it is such a joy. But anyway, enough rambling on. Those are just some things to look forward to, things to look out for, and I'll give you more information about the Double Edge Cinema podcast that I'm doing with my buddy TJ, as episode 1 is getting closer and closer. So anyway, let's get started with this movie update. The first two I picked up at Walmart literally almost 2 months ago. I don't think I've showed these off in my previous update. It's been so long. But the first one is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. My favorite of these movies. Absolutely love this film, and I really love the extended cut. Like, that is the best way to watch these movies in my opinion. And so this is the 4K Steelbook, and it comes with both the extended cut and theatrical cut. And I think one of the other Blu-rays in here is a bonus feature disc, so pretty cool there. But yeah, I'm excited to upgrade these on 4K, and every time they release a steelbook of these, I will pick them up. I know they had steelbooks of these before. They look similar to this steelbook, but I never grabbed those. I do have the extended trilogy Blu-ray box set with a whole bunch of bonus features, which I will be keeping that because you do get the bonus features and the Blu-rays in those. where I think with this, I haven't really dug into it too much. I don't think you're getting the bonus features. So, not sure why it's a 3-disc set, but yeah. Again, haven't dug into this. I'm going to watch it soon on 4K and check it out. So, really happy with that. The next one is Gladiator II. Haven't watched this one yet. I actually just watched the first one for the first time almost, again, 2 months ago, so I need to watch this. But love the first one. Fantastic. And I've heard great to mixed things about this one. So I'm looking forward to it. I love the cast, and I really loved the first one. So I will be watching this soon and checking it out. So Gladiator 2. This was on sale on Amazon for $13.98 about a month and a half ago. And I watched this for the first time last year. Love the movie. It's a great 90s thriller that is Double Jeopardy. So you have a 4K and Blu-ray in here. And again, this was like $13.98, so it was a really great price for this. And I think a lot of the Amazon, or not, a lot of the Paramount titles were on sale during that time. Keep a lookout on Amazon because there's some great deals. And the next 3 I'm going to talk about were part of a 3 for $33 deal. So, but yeah, Double Jeopardy, loved it. Rewatched it when I got this on 4K, still love it. This is a great thriller from the 90s. And I love 90s thrillers. I think they're just the best. Some of the best. They're fun and entertaining. Some are popcorn flicks, which I love popcorn flicks. And that word doesn't take away from how great the movies are. It's just they're fun popcorn flicks. So this is a great movie. Love Double Jeopardy. Tommy Lee Jones, Ashley Judd. Awesome movie there. The next 3 are part of, again, that 3 for $33 deal. I know there was a recent one. This one was about 3 weeks ago. So, and I'm excited because these are all titles that I either wanted to upgrade to, or, for example, this one was a exclusive 4K steelbook, I believe exclusive just on Amazon, and that is the Wolfman from this year. And I saw this in theaters, and I really enjoyed it. I know this one got, again, mixed to negative reviews. I love Lee Wynell as a director. I'm not sure where I would rank this in his films that we have so far. I think Upgrade is still my favorite. I love Invisible Man now. I love Insidious 3. So this would probably be my least favorite from him, but that's not a negative because I really enjoyed this movie, and there are things that I love about the film. I know some people didn't like some of the changes with the Wolfman, how he looked. I just saw it as, you know, David Cronenberg's The Fly, like how he took the original Fly, did his own thing, and Lee Wynell did the same thing, not only with this movie, but with Invisible Man, because Invisible Man has the concept of that original Invisible Man movie, but did something different, and he did the same thing with the Wolfman. So I really enjoyed this movie, and I rewatched it when I got it on 4K. Looks and sounds great. And again, this was part of the 3 for $33 deal, so got a great deal on this. I don't know if that one's out of print or not, that steelbook. I don't know if it's still in print. So the next one is The Cell, which came out in 2000. This is a film that I remember renting quite a bit from, you know, the video stores on either VHS or DVD, and then eventually I owned the DVD, then I owned the Blu-ray, now I own the 4K, and it looks and sounds great. I haven't really dug into all the bonus features. I watched the interview with the director, that was great. I just love this movie. Very underrated movie from the 2000s. Again, came out in 2000, and this was not Jennifer Lopez's first movie. Selena was one of her first, and then she did Anaconda. But this is a great performance by Jennifer Lopez, and I love the imagery in this movie, the dreamlike nightmare sequences that we have. Awesome movie. Awesome movie. Great music in the film, great performances. Vincent D'Onofrio, He is fantastic as this nightmarish villain that we have in the film. He's a nightmare. It's not even nightmarish. He's just a nightmare in this movie. Terrifying. When I talk about a nightmare, he is just terrifying in this, and his performance is so good. And he carries a lot in this movie. Like, he is the serial killer, but then takes on this other persona when Jennifer Lopez dives into his mind, and it's just so good. His performance is amazing. And then Vince Vaughn's in this, and he does a great job in this serious role. For a while after this, he did a lot of comedy. He went back to doing a little bit more serious stuff, but he was great in this. I thought he did a great job. I thought the performances were fantastic, and again, the direction, the visuals, everything about this movie I love. So you have the cool slipcover, you have that original artwork, and then what I love is you have another reverse artwork. So this is really neat, and not a lot of people talked about this release when it came out. I think there was a reissue of this because the first 4K that came out, there was like an editing issue. But besides that, like, no one really talked about this release, and it's a pretty underrated movie. Like, not many people talk about The Cell, but I love it so much. I'm happy to own it. This comes with the director's cut, the theatrical cut, and then there's an alternate version, which is like I want to say, it's a previously unseen version of the theatrical cut. I've not watched that yet, so I'm curious to see what that's like. But I watched the director's cut. To be truthful, it's been a while since I'd seen this movie. I don't really remember the differences between the theatrical cut and the director's cut, but regardless, I love this movie in general, and if you've never seen it, you definitely need to check it out. It is awesome. And then I upgraded this from my Scream Factory Blu-ray because this was part of the 3 for $33 deal. Along with the Wolfman and the Cell, I picked up also Death Becomes Her, one of my favorite 90s comedies. And, it's a kind of horror movie comedy. I remember as a kid, for some reason, I walked into the video store and I remember the cover right there with Meryl, Goldie Hawn, and Bruce Willis, being terrified of it. I had no idea why I was scared, but I was like, I don't want to watch that. And then growing up, I watched it on USA all the time, and I love this movie. It is so good. Great movie. One of the best from the 90s. Robert Zemeckis directed this. I'm excited because next month we have What Lies Beneath coming out on 4K from Scream Factory, and that's a Robert Zemeckis movie. I'm a big fan of that director. I love all the different genres that of films that he's directed, and this is one of my favorites from him. And when it comes to his movies, not too many people talk about this one. Unless you're a diehard fan or you love like cult classic movies, this one kind of like fell under the radar for a little bit. But with the Scream Factory Blu-ray and now this 4K, I feel like more people are talking about it now. So Death Becomes Her, absolutely love it. Haven't watched that transfer yet, but I'm looking forward to watching it soon. Speaking of something that I did watch on 4K, and I don't think I showed this one off in my last video. If I did, I apologize. But I definitely didn't watch it. And that is Trickor Treat from Synapse, and I think it's Red Shoe Pictures. Yeah, Red Shirt Home Video. Trickor Treat. Finally, we have this movie on 4K. There's also a Blu-ray out there, and I know there was a limited set. I did not get that one. I was like, I know they're eventually going to put out a standard release, and so I wasn't too hurt when I didn't get this, limited edition set, because again, I knew that they were going to do something like this. And I love that original artwork anyway, so that is what I know of Trickor Treat. 1986 heavy metal horror movie, supernatural horror movie, and man, this movie's awesome. I've always loved this, even when I had the really terrible DVD with Gene Simmons and Ozzy's face on it, that horrible DVD. I loved it then. I loved the movie then. Like the story was awesome. The story is awesome. Um, the characters are great, and the music's fantastic. I have the soundtrack to this movie. So, Trick or Treat. I'm so happy we have this, and it looks amazing. It sounds amazing. I watched all the bonus features because, you know, this is the first time we're getting a really awesome release of this movie, and the bonus features were amazing. You know, there's a sorry for the shakiness. There's a making of Trick or Treat, which is, I would say, like a little over an hour long, which is awesome. I love when they do bonus features like that. Then you have a featurette talking about Tony Fields, who played Sammy Curry. He unfortunately passed away in '95, but you got to, you know, hear his family and his friends and people he knew talk about Tony, who he was as a person, his career, not only with Trick or Treat, but everything else that he did, and yeah, just awesome stuff. So, I'm very happy to have this. I love that original artwork. That's fantastic. Red Shirt Video, Home Video, and Synapse, they did a wonderful job with this transfer and this release, and I'm looking forward to Fright Night 2. So excited that's coming in a couple years, and I'm looking forward to all the other releases that they announced, like Prom Night 2 through 4. I think Prom Night's getting a 4K release, which I love Prom Night. I'll be picking that up. But yeah, so excited to have this, and it's going to be something I watch over and over. This is an interesting release. The release itself is fantastic. I was not happy with Amazon because I picked up Night of the Creeps probably a week after it came out, and when I got it in the mail from Amazon, there was no slipcover, which that stinks because I love Night of the Creeps, and I was so excited to upgrade this on 4K. Talk about the transfer. Wow, like wow, that's not even a word, just wow. This looks and sounds fantastic. Like, I loved the transfer, and I loved the audio. Like, just 10 out of 10. One of Scream Factory's best. And the Blu-ray only came out like 5 years ago, and this was a step up. I thought they did a wonderful job. The only downfall is, and I recommend keeping your Blu-ray. I want to give a shout out to Christian Hannah Horror because he talked about this, and then I found out about it from him. But the Blu-ray that Scream Factory released has the director's cut and also the theatrical cut. This just has the director's cut. I don't know why we don't have the theatrical cut on this set, but I'm keeping my Blu-ray. And if you don't know about that, if you want to get this on 4K, I recommend it, but keep your Blu-ray because that has both cuts, where this just has the director's cut on 4K and Blu-ray. You do have the ending of the theatrical cut slapped on here as a bonus feature. But like, if I'm gonna watch Night of the Creeps, and if I want to go watch the theatrical cut, I want to watch that ending attached to the movie itself. I don't want it just as a alternate ending on a bonus feature. But nonetheless, fantastic bonus features, fantastic transfer. I love Scream Factory. I love what they do, and they did a fantastic job with it. So I went out and I wanted to get a slipcover for this release. That's how important it was for me. I know it's just a slipcover. I know. But instead of getting this 4K slipcover, I found this and the original Scream Factory Blu-ray with that other slipcover for $40 on eBay. This is mint condition, everybody, and these things go for like almost $100 used. This was still in the original packaging. So instead of getting the slipcover for the 4K release, I have this I'm excited about this. I don't care if this is supposed to be a Blu-ray. This still looks amazing. And my gosh, that artwork is amazing. So there we go. Up next, another Scream Factory release. Again, I got Night of the Creeps a week after it came out. No slipcover. But then I got this on Amazon, and it came with a slipcover. That is Sorority House Massacre, which I haven't watched this transfer yet, but I'm excited to. One of the lesser known slasher movies from the 80s, but obviously there's a little bit of, there's a fan base out there because they just released it on 4K. Previously, there was a limited edition Blu-ray, and then I think Code Red had a Blu-ray out that was a limited edition. So this is actually, available. That's no limited copies. You can now buy this if you missed out on the previous 2 releases. You can get this not only on 4K, but on Blu-ray with the slipcover. So, nose itched. So that's fantastic. And again, looking forward to checking out the bonus features. And I think there's one at least new bonus feature on here. Same with Night of the Creeps. There's a great bonus feature about Fred Decker, the director. But here you get The Final Girl, a guide to surviving slasher films. I'll tell you this right now. If I was in a slasher movie, I'd probably be the first one to go. I'm not dissing me. I'm just saying your boy's not your boy's not a runner. So I'd probably be the first or second one to go. Maybe I'd survive at the end of the film. I don't want to doubt myself, but, Sorority House Massacre. Love this, though. And I love the movie. So I'm excited. We have a 4K release of this movie. And, again, years ago, not many people talked about these movies. Slumber Party Massacre, big hit. I love that. Sorority House Massacre, one of the lesser knowns. But now we just need 2 and 3 on Blu-ray or 4K Scream Factory. So very excited to have that, and really cool. So again, Blu-ray and 4K, awesome stuff there. Then we have, going on to the last 2 titles, I picked these up last week. We have Hard Eyes on Blu-ray. Had to order this off Amazon because the retail stores did not have this on Blu-ray. There's only a DVD, and apparently the Blu-ray, it's hard to come by. Like, it was out of stock, then went up in price, then it went back down in price, so picked it up for like $24.98. But anyway, saw this in theaters, loved it, rewatched it on Blu-ray, and I still love it. Awesome movie. I know it's hit and miss. Some people love it, some people don't love it. I loved it, and I'm glad we have another Valentine's Day slasher movie out there. So, pretty awesome. Wish we had it on 4K, but again, the Blu-ray, for whatever reason, is hard to come by. And so, picked it up on Amazon. I have a feeling that this is going to get a steelbook one day. Like with Thanksgiving, same studio that released Hard Eyes, released Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. We just got a Blu-ray the first time. Then a 4K steelbook came out, so we might eventually get a 4K steelbook of this. And if we do, I'll probably pick it up because I love the movie that much. The last one, I have not watched it yet, but I own the first 2 movies, and I haven't even watched 2 yet. I know it's bad. But I love the first movie. Surprised me. And that is Sonic 3, the Hedgehog. So yeah, gotta watch that one. So really can't say too much about it, because I haven't seen 2 or 3, but I'm a completist, and I gotta own them all. I've heard this is great. I've heard the third one is a great movie. So anyway, that is my update for you. That is everything that I picked up within the last couple months. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a little longer than my normal videos, but I wanted to talk about these releases, and of course, pick them up if you're interested. Amazon's killing it right now with some of the deals that they have. Like, just keep an eye out, because again, they just had another 3 for $33 deal on 4Ks and Blu-rays. A lot of them being brand new releases, so sometimes you'll get the slip, sometimes you won't, but the deal for that is amazing. And then I always just keep an eye out on any type of deals that are out there. sometimes I'll buy things brand new, but if I can get a deal, I love a deal. So, anyway, hope you're all doing well. Again, I will keep you posted more on Double Edge Cinema with my buddy TJ. I'm so excited to start that. He's excited, and y'all will love it. It is great. So, I'll try to remember to put a link down below. I get a link to that channel. If not, at least the first stream that we do will be on that channel. I'll also be on this channel. So then you can go subscribe over there too. So, but I want you to go subscribe now. So I will try to get a link down below. And stay tuned for many more videos. Stay tuned for me and Nick doing our thing over at his channel doing Haddonfield High alumni. Love that. Plenty of stuff to come, my friends. And I hope you enjoy everything. So, as always, y'all are awesome. Y'all rock. And with a positive out with a negative. Much love to you all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.